You've clicked this video because you're like me and want to lose fat. Losing fat is probably one of the most desired things in the entire world. It's just made so difficult by a lot of bad advice out there online, paired with people always trying to sell you something. I have nothing to sell you. I just want to help you like I've helped myself and people I've worked with to lose fat because I know how much my life has personally improved since doing so. First things first, we need to understand the difference of losing weight versus losing body fat. They are both very different things. Losing weight is purely about a number on the scale, whereas losing fat is about a visual change to our appearance. You don't actually want to lose weight. You want to be losing body fat. Scale weight is only more relevant to an athlete, let's say a boxer or a fighter, who needs to make a weight for their sport. Place the emphasis on losing body fat, not body weight. Also, calories in versus calories out. When it comes to losing fat, we need to be burning more calories than we are consuming on a daily basis, creating a sustained calorie deficit that will ensure you lose fat. So, what are the easiest ways to go from here to here? There are a few easy techniques and things to prioritize when it comes to getting results like these. 1. Delay eating your first meal of the day by a few hours when you wake up and leaving as much food as you can for later in your day. So if you have the ability to, it's also optimal to go for a walk during this time. If you do have the time in the morning to take a 20 to 30-minute walk while listening to your favorite podcast or audiobook upon waking, then you are already burning calories. Walking is a fat loss super hack, as it's not very difficult, you can multitask while doing it, and it adds massively towards my recommended daily step count of 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day whilst on your fat loss journey. Eating your first meal a good 2 to 3 hours after you wake up gives you less time in the day to eat and allows you to keep more food in your daily allowance for later in the day. Because if you're like me and get hungrier at night, this tip will help you massively. 2. Prioritize eating protein-rich meals. Protein is harder for our body to break down and leaves us feeling fuller for longer. Now, without getting too scientific, we as humans produce a hormone in our stomachs called ghrelin. Ghrelin is commonly known as the hunger hormone, and its main function is to increase our appetite. Eating a high-protein diet that includes foods like lean meats, eggs, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese, to name just a few, causes prolonged ghrelin suppression due to the extra difficulty required to break down the protein in our digestive system. 3. Now this leads me on to my third point, which is to pair your new high-protein diet with resistance training, or simply put, lifting weights. This is because building muscle increases your metabolism, as muscle is active tissue and requires our body to work harder in order to maintain it. This in turn causes us to burn more calories throughout the day by simply breathing, moving, and just existing, making it harder to end up in a calorie surplus if we follow a wholesome diet. So, if you follow the steps I'm about to summarize, you will lose fat, and this will become easier for you, my friend, after the initial difficulty of implementing these changes. 1. Eat your first meal 2 to 3 hours after waking up, and make sure you drink plenty of water, not just in this time, but throughout the day. 2. If you can, go for a 20 to 30-minute walk to start the day, and aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps throughout the day, each day, as a general rule of thumb. 3. Save as much of your food for later in the day as possible, making it harder to overeat. 4. Eat a protein-rich diet which will help keep you fuller for longer and support muscle growth. 5. Do weights 3 to 4 times per week where possible in order to build muscle, which will increase your metabolism. I hope this guide helps. Screenshot these steps, save them to your camera roll, implement them daily, and join me in burning fat. Subscribe to this channel for more self-improvement content, and have a fantastic day.